Right now, NBC 26 live at 10 in the shadow of Lambeau Field. It's been one of the hottest spots this summer. Plus, it's the cat who has thousands of likes on social media. And meet this Wisconsin family who has made it their mission to help people find their special Christmas trees. Those stories and much more, but first, two businesses were burglarized in Manitowoc this morning. Officials say the suspect targeted the Lakeshore Shell and Dairy Queen on Memorial Drive. Officers say they found a smashed drive-through window and the Dairy Queen. Both businesses had safes that were broken into and about $1,500 that were stolen from both places. Anyone who has information is being asked to call the Manitowoc Police Department. And a good evening and Merry Christmas to all of you. I'm Mo Hyder. John Erickson has a night off. This year, a new park is leading the way that many people will hope to become the new Green Bay Christmas tradition. NBC 26's Max Grossfeld takes us to the street across Lambeau Field.
Slipping into a new tradition.
Yeah, it looks fun, steep. Just looks like all the good quality setting hill.
In the shadow of Lambeau Field.
Over the course of a year, it looks like it just sprouted up overnight.
It's the first Christmas in the Green Bay area for Arians Hill and the rest of Titletown Park.
Green Bay is growing, but it's growing in a small town way, and I like that.
Titletown Park is the result of years of hard work, and its completion has people gushing.
It's super exciting. I feel like this is something that we need to bring people to this area and just kind of make it feel a little bit more like home.
From ice skating to ice sculpting, Titletown transforms into a winter wonderland just in time for the most festive season of the year.
I think it's in a great area and it's super pretty with all the lights and how they decorated everything. I think this is a pretty nice town, so I like it down here.
Even the holly jolly father of Christmas himself made an appearance earlier in the month and has a message for the people of the area.
I want everybody to have a Merry Christmas and get what they want for Christmas.
If what you want is to make some holiday memories, Titletown may be a good place to start. Keeping you connected and wishing a Merry Christmas from our family to yours, I'm Max Grossfeld for NBC 26.
Certainly a good place to spend the holiday season. Also, hundreds of volunteers made sure some members of the Northeast Wisconsin community weren't alone for Christmas. We Care Meals provided a warm meal at Riverview Gardens in Appleton today. Organizers say their goal isn't only just to provide food, they also want to give people a memorable holiday experience.
Loneliness is a hard pill to swallow, and if we can beat that loneliness and give that companionship, we can make a difference in somebody's life.
And We Care Meals has provided meals for over 30 years now. Well, one thing for sure, Santa is pretty happy now because he can actually go inside and warm up, Gino. Well, meteorologist Gino Recchia has your first forecast. Gino.
Yes, it certainly is a bitter night. Even if you're just outside for just a few minutes, you know how cold it has been. And it's about to get even colder. We have a wind chill warning in effect for Lenglet County. That is where Antigo is located. But everyone else seeing a wind chill advisory. Either way, it's going to be cold. We're talking about wind chills between -15 to near -35 to -40. And this cold air mass, it's not going anywhere. Take a look at it. It's situating itself right over the upper Midwest. And we got more cold air for that future forecast. How cold will we get? Will we see any warm up? The details ahead with the full forecast.
All right, thank you so much, Gino. Now, this year was a record-setting day for the Green Bay Metro Fire Department's Gift for Teens drive. More than 1,000 gifts, all going to families in need all around Brown County. All these gifts are thanks to your generous donations from you, our viewers, and from the Shopko Foundation, Baker Clinic, and Animal House Pet Clinic. And of course, all the firefighters of the Green Bay Metro Fire Department contributed as well. These gifts will help 1,800 families and 4,900 children, and about half of them are teens.
It's incredible, and so it gives families that sense of Christmas, and more important, the knowledge that our community really cares about those in need.
And this holiday season, we tagged along with some students also from Franklin Elementary School in Oshkosh as they made a special delivery to local veterans to bring some holiday cheer. Stacey Engelbrechtson brings you this magical moment.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Military veteran Gary Motter feels like a kid again, singing Christmas carols with these special visitors.
One of the kids came up to me and gave me a big hug. They really felt great.
Every December, the children create holiday cards in their classrooms, then hand deliver them to the men and women who sacrifice so much to serve our country.
I hope that these cards kind of cheer them up if they can't visit their family, so that they have something to put in their rooms and to decorate with.
Thank you. It's nice that they did that, because I miss my grandchildren. It's nice to see the kids come here.
It's all part of the American Red Cross's Holiday Mail for Heroes program.
Anytime that you can connect older folks with younger people, that's just a perfect combination of really the warmth and the joy that the holiday season brings.
The students consider this their tour of duty.
Happy holidays.
Shaking the veterans' hands.
Thank you very much.
And expressing gratitude for their service.
A lot of people don't really thank us, per se, they just take us for granted. But when they come up here, they do. They thank us a lot.
It was pretty amazing because you got to actually see somebody who fought for your country.
Addison Liptoe and her classmates took great care and thought designing their cards and picking the right words to convey their feelings. Motter reads every one.
Happy holidays and thanks for fighting for our country.
And treats them like treasure.
I'm going to keep them, put them in a special envelope so I don't lose them.
I got a whole drawer full of these.
Steve Bore hopes the students learn one thing from this experience.
That we're proud of what we did in some respects, that we're proud. We can hang our head high. And they should be able to learn to do that too.
And by the reaction of students.
Made me feel very good about myself that I could give stuff to the veterans.
And the vets.
I love helping people, and I'm glad to see somebody turn around and help me a little bit.
Everyone is feeling the joy of the season.
That was Stacey Engelbretson reporting, and the Red Cross estimates Northeast Wisconsin has given out about 500,000 holiday cards in the past 8 years to military bases all across the world, veterans clinics, and homes like the one at King. Well, Christmas is about family and friends coming together, and that's what one Northeast Wisconsin community prides itself on. NBC 26's Eric Kress takes you to Winneconne.
In the village of Winneconne, home to about 2,500 people, it's commonplace to get into some small talk at the local Shopko.
Are you doing Christmas crusade?
I am doing Christmas crusades.
That's nice.
What's also part of the norm here in Winneconne
Right now we're looking for some card games.
is the spirit of giving during the holiday.
We're getting some body wash kits for teens.
The Christmas Crusade for Kids is a gift drive put on by the local police department, just to make sure this community's next generation doesn't lose that spirit.
I see these children. I see them in the mornings. I see them when I'm driving through the community. I see them in the grocery store. They have no idea who I am, but I know that I helped put a smile on their face and make a difference.
It's not just cops shopping for kids, though. This is truly a group effort.
People throughout the community donate their time, money, and gifts.
We get recommendations from friends, neighbors, churches, the school.
Everything is purchased by anonymous shoppers who step it up for their neighbors.
They give us a pretty good list, either clothes, toys, stuff for school, shoes, sporting goods. I mean, it's just a whole range of items.
Makes everybody's Christmas a little better. It takes the pressure off mom and dad, because let's face it, Wisconsin weather, heat bills go up, gas bills go up, car repairs become necessary, and that takes away from Christmas.
And the piles of gifts, they actually take over the police department's hallways for a few weeks every year.
The deeper the piles get, the greater you know that community is taking care of each other. So I love seeing it fill up. I love having everything be in the way and a little unorganized.
But what you're looking at is actually more than just 71 kids who now have a handful of presents to unwrap on Christmas morning.
They aren't charity cases. These people, like you said, come back. They help years later down the road. So it's that revolving door.
You're taking a peek into what a small town truly prides itself on.
There aren't a lot of places left like Winneconne. There aren't a lot of small towns where you can still trust your neighbors. And there aren't a lot of small towns where people are willing to look out for their neighbors.
In the village of Winneconne, covering small towns with photographer Josh Visti, I'm Eric Kress with NBC 26.
And as we take you on this Christmas journey, our next stop is to Menominee Park in Oshkosh. Every winter, the park is lighted from end to end with a special holiday touch. That's where NBC 26's Matt Jarko brings us more.
Night after night and car after car, the Oshkosh celebration of lights pulls people in.
Everybody's happy seeing Christmas lights.
Particularly the kids.
The littlest one, she's like, Daddy, Christmas lights, Christmas lights, Christmas lights.
And here there's no shortage of lights to see.
It's in the millions. Yeah, it's a lot.
Some lights make a snowman, others a candy cane. And some lights just help guide drivers through a winding road.
That was really awesome. Some of the stuff that they come up with, I would never think that was even possible.
The celebration is even bright enough to light the way from the North Pole.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Santa finds time to visit every night. Others come just once a year. But every car gets a great look.
It's very rewarding, it really is.
At a winter celebration.
They're just having a grand time.
Matt Jarko, NBC 26.
And as for the weather, most Americans did get a white Christmas. More than 60 million people were in areas under winter weather alerts this week. Well, still to come, Meet the Cat with thousands of likes on social media. Plus, from the farm to your home, see how this Wisconsin family is helping making a memorable Christmas morning. Stay tuned.
And now, your Storm Shield forecast from NBC 26.
We had a little bit of some blue skies, but the sunshine, it was very deceiving because when you head outside, it was very bitterly cold. We had temperatures in the single digits. Then you factor in those winds and it felt well below zero. And guess what? We're below zero right now with those temperatures. -6 is our current temperature in Green Bay. Feels like 21 degrees below zero. And guess what? We're going to get even colder tonight, believe it or not. We got -4 down in Oshkosh right now, up towards Mountain, -10, and Sturgeon Bay at -4. Then you factor in those winds blowing in from the west at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. And we are starting to see those wind chill factors get into the -20s to near -30 degrees. It is a bitterly cold night, which is why we do have that wind chill advisory and even a wind chill warning in effect. And if you think that's cold, just take a look up towards the north. It feels like almost -40 degrees right now in Duluth. I am glad I left that area and came here to Green Bay because it almost feels tropical in northeast Wisconsin. It's -20 right now, 20 degrees cooler, anywhere from 15 to 20 degrees cooler right now than 24 hours ago. We had a cold front that came through and brought in all that Arctic air mass, and we got plenty of headlines across the state from, I should say, wind chill advisories to wind chill warnings. And guess what? We're not going to be seeing those expire anytime soon. We have to wait until Wednesday morning before we see any reprieve. And it's not going to be much because we still got temperatures in the single digits to lower teens for the extended forecast. This is what it looks like as we wake up into the afternoon and into the evening tomorrow. Wind chills anywhere from about -15 to -25 degrees. And then we get once again down into the -20s to near -30 as we get towards Wednesday morning. We wait until Wednesday afternoon. Those wind chills will start to creep closer to the 0 degree mark, but still cold air mass is not moving away from us. Clear skies overhead right now. That's going to allow that radiational cooling to take shape and allow those temperatures to drop down into the teens and 20s thanks to the high pressure Arctic high surging all that cold air down southward into the Midwest. As for sunshine, we'll have plenty of it. It's just cold air that's going to be sticking around here. It looks like the next chance of seeing any type of snowfall will be coming here on Thursday into Friday. But as for tonight, bundle up if you're heading outside, maybe walk the dog because all the low temperatures well below the 0 degree mark. And for tomorrow, might not even reach zero for some of us, flirting on either side of the spectrum a few degrees or so between about -2 to 2 degrees above the freezing mark. We slowly rise above zero. How about that? 10 degrees on Thursday and 11 on Friday. That's going to feel very warm because we cool back down into the single digits and 3 degrees for the kickoff of 2018. What a cold end of 2017, Mo.
So cold, but the thing is, Santa's probably happy now. He can go inside,
yes.
Stay warm.
Wait until next year.
Get that fire going.
Right.
Wait until next year.
There you go.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
You got it.
All right, well, still to come, Meet the Cat with thousands of likes on social media. Plus, from the farm to your home, see how this one Wisconsin family is making a memorable Christmas morning for everyone. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It was a mix of little hope and perfect timing. One local flower shop waited for the right fit, and it just so happens to be just in time for Christmas. NBC 26's Regina Ahn shares a steer on one cat brought this holiday season.
And she's being a little cranky right now, but...
Meet Pippa Pepper, 3 years old, 6 pounds.
Yeah, the hat she's not a huge fan of.
And her favorite pastime, playing with a cat dancer and, of course, snuggling with customers at pedal pushers in Green Bay whenever she can.
You know, she's a real personality, and, you know, sometimes she leaves you alone and sometimes she wants some attention. So she's certainly a welcome sight and always loves a little neck scratch.
And her presence, well, let's just say she has quite the following.
She's got her own Facebook page too, so it's fun to be able to share her personality with the world because she is a very exceptional little cat.
But Pippa had some pretty big paws to fill.
We had Joplin DeFette, was our shop kitty for years. We were so blessed to have him. He was amazing. He was the best little cat ambassador. And actually, he was struggling with kidney disease, so we had to make a decision to say goodbye to him. And the day that we said goodbye to him is the day that she was found by the humane officer.
The Bay Area Humane Society told Nicole they had the perfect cat for her just in time for the holidays.
It just makes Christmas that much better.
Whether it's Christmas or any day, Pippa makes the day bright and merry for the holidays. Regina Ahn, NBC 26.
And of course, making the day even brighter is opening up Christmas presents in the morning. And helping with that is a family who is making it their mission to help people find a special Christmas tree to put those presents under. Next, we take you to Luxembourg for the story.
Okay, do a little push. Oh, here we go, Timber.
Meet the McDonoughs.
Timber!
Just a year ago, they took over what is now the Bayview Tree Farm in Luxembourg.
I just liked it because it was this big.
And the inspiration behind their business all started from home.
We started our own family tradition of going out and cutting our own Christmas tree, and we've loved it. We've been doing it since we've had our kids. The boys love it, and we really just wanted to create those lasting memories for other families as well.
They knew it was a risk.
I think you only live once, and this is something that I really wanted to do. So we kind of took a chance.
Now that chance is paying off.
It really is rewarding to see these families creating their lasting memories.
Opening weekend, we saw this family. It was probably a group of 10 people going down one of the lanes. We saw them throwing a football back and forth, and it just put a smile on my face.
Now they're putting a smile on other people's faces for the holiday season.
If we're going to do something, we want it to be something we enjoy and something that we can try to bring joy to other people as well.
That's right. As I said, you only live once. And the Wisconsin Badgers now enjoying that warm Miami weather ahead of Saturday's game. But that doesn't explain what's happening in the video. Charlie tries to explain next in sports.